Can someone please confirm if my screen is visible? My voice is clear, light. Is it breaking like yesterday? Okay, then let's get it started. Yesterday we were discussing about the operators in Java. The topic was just introduced. And there are, we have discussed about unary operators, and we got much clarification on pre-increment and decrement operators and post-increment and decrement operators, right? And a simple example that was considered. So this was the example we have considered, and we have also traced the output. After that, we got to know about addition operators, subtraction, the basic mathematical operators. So these all operators are going to behave in the same way, right? Except for this modulus and for this division. Everything is going to behave in the same way, right? And today we are going to discuss about the third operator is going to be the assignment operators. Assignment operator in Java. So I'm not following the order which I had stated yesterday. So assignment operators. If you talk about assignment operators, the first operator that we have to discuss is the equal to operator. So equal to operator, and we have let me list out the operators under the assignment operator. Plus equal to, we have minus equal to, and we have multiplication equal to, we have division equal to, and we have modulus equal to. So each and every operator is going to have its own behavior. So let us discuss that. So assignment. So let us talk about this equal to operator. So this can be termed as the single equal to operator. However, in mathematics, we always use the equal to operator to check the equality, right? So in mathematically, if I say equal to, it means like 10 equal to, let's say 10 equal to 10, right? This is like LHS equal to RHS. So we are going to compare the equality. But in Java, this equality operator is not used for comparison. It is not used for comparison. It is used for assignment or assignation, right? So we don't use this for comparison. This is not related to the mathematical equal to operator. Here we assign values by using this operator. A single equal to operator is the single equal to operator. However, it is not used to check the equality. It is designed, or it is used in Java to do the assignation. Right? For example, let me say that I have a list of data. Let me go back to my main screen. So when I say list of data, right? So the data can be in various forms, if you ask me, right? So, for example, 200 is a data, right? And 100.28 is a data, right? And the single quotes, this is a data, and in double quotes, Balaji is also a data, double quotes, right? And true is also a data, right? So if I want to store these values in Java, so I can call it as data, or I can call it as value, right? So technically I can also call it as literal, right? We want to store this, to a variable, or if I want to assign this to a variable, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the equal to operator. So this right hand side, this RHS right hand side will get assigned to a variable. So the variable name can be anything. Right? Let us say that this is money. Right? Let us say that this is the price of the petrol. Let us say that this is initial. Right? Let us say that this is name. Let us say that this is a condition. Condition like is raining. Just a conditional check whether it is raining or is raining. Yes, it is. If it is raining, it's true. If it is not raining, it is false. Yes, all this data, if you want to represent that if you want to store this data in Java, right, we go for equal to operator. So this is what I'm trying to say. It's not talking about the equality, but it is talking about the assigning the values to the respective variables. Right? If I say 200, so 200 is assigned to the variable money. And I also need to define the data type, right? So I can choose what? I can choose the data type as integer, depending upon the range. Petrol, floating point value, right? Float, right? And initial, it is what? It is defining a character. So we have discussed all this in the primitive data types, right? Character and the name, right? So name is not part of the primitive data type. So we are going to discuss about this data type in the future, but for now, when you want to define a sequence of characters, you need to use string. Right? We will discuss this in future. That is raining, so true. It is what? Boolean. Now I hope you got a clear idea about what is the assignment operator, especially the equal to operator. So it is talking about the assignation, not the equality. Making sense? Type yes in the chat box. I just want to ensure that the session is going to be interactive. If you have understood this, type yes in the chat box so that we can continue. Okay. Right. So next operator is plus equal to. So these operators are going to be very easy. Plus equal to. Right. When I say plus equal to, it is like, for example, if I say a equal to, for integer a equal to 10. Let us say that I am assigning the value a to the variable, the value 10 to the variable a on top of integer data type. In the next line, right, if I do a plus equal to 2 or any number, a plus equal to 2 or a plus equal to or 20, any number, right, what does it really mean is, it is also like, so this can also be written in the form of a equal to a plus 20. Both are same. Instead of doing this, right, we do this. Both are going to give the same answer. If I say a plus equal to 20, it is also called as a equal to a plus 20. Right, sir? Where is the proof, sir? Let us understand this from the programmatic perspective. This was the yesterday's example, right? Let me delete this. Okay. So our example is integer a equal to 10, a plus equal to, if I do this, and if I am trying to print the value of a itself, right? Let me do the compilation. For compilation, the command is java c space. 1 minute, guys. Okay. For the compilation, the command is going to be like java c space test dot. We are not getting any errors. For execution, java c space. So we get 30. Why we are getting 30? Let us trace this. Let me keep some space here. Okay. Right. So let us talk about the main thread. Right. Main thread will get access to main method. So this is the first instruction inside the main method, right? I am keeping it very short because we know this already. I'm keeping it very simple, right? First the value, right? So now we are using assignment operator. In this case, the data 10 will get assigned to variable A, right? This can be imagined like this, right? In the memory perspective, A will be, A will store the value 10, or 10 will get assigned to what? 10 will get assigned to A, right? Okay. So in the second line, what is happening in the second line? Second line, we are doing what? In this line, if you consider this line, I am saying A plus equal to 20, right? Which can also be written as A equal to A plus 20, right? Now you see, right? We always perform the evaluation or do the calculation on the right hand side. So we don't touch the left hand side. Left hand side is always meant for what? It is always reserved for the variable. But again, in the right hand side, you can use the same variable to do manipulation. But the evaluation can happen only in the right hand side. You cannot do like this, guys. You cannot do like this. You cannot represent the data like this. A plus 20 equal to A. This is not possible. Right? Evaluation part should be performed only in the RHS. Right? Now let us come back to this. A equal to A plus 20. What is the latest value of A? A is what? 10. 10 plus 20 is what? 30. Now 30 will be replaced. 10 will be replaced with 30. Right? And last value is what? We are trying to access the A itself. So the output is going to be what? 30. Making sense? Very simple example. Right? Yes, no, maybe. Just type something in the chat box. We have understood. Please be interactive because I want to ensure that the people are following me. That's the reason why I'm asking you. Yeah. Okay. So if you understand this, right? If you understand this, then understanding the remaining concepts are going to be same. Let us do the same thing with the other assignment operators, right? Okay, A plus equal to 20, or let me keep it short. A plus equal to 2, A minus equal to 3, A star equal to 4. Now can you guess the output now? Right, let me write it here. It is also saying it like A plus equal to 2. This is also saying it like A equal to A minus 2. This is also saying it like A equal to A star 2. Right? I want response from you. Share the output. Do the calculation from your side and share the output. Make it fast. Very simple question. 36. What about others? Please keep a pen and paper next to you from the next class to do this kind of calculations. Ganesh, Samyukta, Dashwant, Darshini. Come on. 12, 7, 40, 10. So let's trace this up. Let me save this. Java C space to start Java. Output is 36. Why 36? We will understand. Okay. So go back to the notepad. So this is our code. Main thread will be created while execution. Main thread will try to get access to the main method, and don't ever think that why there is always putting this kind of outline. This is how you need to imagine. This will help us a lot. It will build an intuition in understanding the control flow. So first instruction is what? The first instruction is a equal to 10, right? So from the memory, inside the memory, right, a block will be created and value 10 will be assigned, right? The value 10 will be stored and it will get assigned to the variable a. Very simple, very straightforward, right? And the second instruction says a plus equal to 2, which can also be written as a equal to a plus 2, right? What is the value of a in the memory? 10, right? It is like 10 plus 2, right? So 10 plus 2 is what? 12, right? This 12 will be stored. So 10 will be replaced with 12. Right? Now the second line, the control will traverse towards the next line, right? Here we say what a equal, can also be written as a equal to a minus 3. What is the recent value of a? 12. 12 minus 3. So 12 minus 3 is what? 9. Right? 9 will get replaced in the memory. Latest value of a is 9. Right? And the last line, and the last instruction that needs to be executed, not last instruction, the last evaluation. Here we say a star equal to 4, which is also called as a equal to a into 4. What is the latest value of a? 9. 9 into 4. What is the output? 36. Not the output, the value that is getting stored in the variable a is 36. Right? Now the final instruction that needs to get executed is what? We are just trying to access the latest value of a. In our case, the latest value of a is what? It is pointing to a as 36 stored in the memory, right? So 36 will be printed in the console. This is the console, 36. Right? Bottom line is very simple. If you find only one println statement, obviously, right, in the console, there will be only one output. This is a bottom line. These changes are getting happened in the memory. So this should be our what? This should be our observation. These things are getting, the changes are happening behind the scenes inside the memory. Right? This is what the end user is going to see. Right? Have you understood this? Just type something in the chat box. Yes, no. Okay. Now the next thing is the last two operators are what? A. Now you tell me this one. Right? A divided by equal to 2 a percentage equal to 2. What will be the? Come on, answer. We answer this like it is completed. Screen is not visible for Darshini. Darshini, you rejoin Darshini. You try to do the rejoin, you will be able to see. For everyone, screen is visible. Screen is visible for everyone, yes or no? Okay. Darshini, is it visible now? Okay. Now do this. You just Chaitanya says 0. What about others? 0, 0. Guys, super, super, super. Good, good, good. Do we get 0? Even I'm not sure. Okay, wait. I did not save the program. Sorry about that. 0. Good. You want me to do the tracing or shall we proceed? Darshini, should I do the tracing or shall we proceed to the next topic? Okay. So let me do the tracing for the other guys. What is this? Okay. This is our example. Okay. So till here we have done this evaluation till a star equal to 4. So in the memory it is 36. Okay, let me take the same example to save some time. Right. So till the line number 4, till the fourth line, right? The value of a gets manipulated to 36. Right. Now let us understand what is happening here. So a divided by equal to 2, which can also be written as a equal to a by 2, right? So 36 by 2. So we do not consider quotient, yes or no? We will consider only the quotient. For division, we are going to consider only the quotient because I have given the clear explanation yesterday. Right, quotient value will be prepared when you do division. Right, in the memory, this particular 18 is going to get. It is going to replace 36. So the memory is going to get 18. Right, in the next line, a equal to a percentile 2 or modulus 2. Right now, the remainder will get preference. So it is like 18 divided by 2. Right, to 9 times, but let me explain that. When you do this, right, 36 divided by 2, 18 times 36, right? This value will be stored in the memory. Remainder will not be considered, only quotient will be considered, right? So latest value of a is 18, right? In the next line, you do what you are doing to find the remainder, right? And again 18 is going to get divided by 2, right? To 9 times 18. This time the remainder will be considered, right? 0 will be stored. So this will be get replaced. Right? The last line is like you're trying to access a, the recent value of a is 0, as simple as that. So by this I can conclude that we are good with assignment operators. Right? So this is an example, and a equal to a plus 2 let me copy and paste a plus 2 a minus 2 a star 2 a by 2 a corner 2. Right? So this is talking about the single equal to operator, and all these operators I can define like these are used for manipulating the value or data with only one operand. But we are using two operators, one is plus and one is equal to, one is minus and one is equal to, multiply equal to, division equal to. So this explanation is going to be clear. If you practice, make more sense. Right. Next operator is the equality operator. Equality operator. Right. So to do the actual equality, right, to check the equality between two variables or two strings, whatever it is, to check equality, we don't use single equal to, we actually use double equal to operator. Double equal to operator will actually check the equality between two variables, right? So that is the speciality of double equal to operator in Java. To do equality, to check equality, we go double equal to, we use double equal to operator. The other case, the single equal to operators is actually reserved for assignation. Data needs to get assigned, but double equal to operator will actually do the comparison. I can say that the equality comparison. So when I say equality operator, there are two equality operator. One is double equal to, second one is not equal to, right? So these operators are used to do the comparison, or used to check the quality of the two variables, right? Simple example, this can be understood with a simple example. So this is our program. Let me remove all this. I am saying int equal to 10 and integer b equal to 20, right? If I say a equal to b, right? Let us see the output. From the output we will understand. So let me do the compilation. The compilation is successful. Let me perform the execution. So what we are getting? We are getting false. Okay, I'll tell you. Boolean a equal to Boolean b equal to 2. So previously, right, we got, for even though we are using the same numbers like 10, and I have used the value 10 itself. Hope you are able to understand. Very simple to understand. Sorry. Variable, very straightforward. A equal to 10, b equal to 10, right? We are asking, Java, can you check whether if a equal to b, right? Internally, Java will try to fetch the values that has been stored in the memory, right? In the memory, the value is what? 10, 10. 10 equal to 10. So Java, can you check whether 10 equal to 10? Yes, it is. The answer is going to be true, right? Second thing is, hey Java, can you check if 10 is not equal to 10? Right? Yes, definitely I will check. After checking, it is going to give false. Because 10 equal to 10. If we are saying 10 is not equal to 10, it means we are doing some manipulation. There is a contradiction here. And if you do this, it will return false. If you do this, it will return. So very straightforward explanation. I don't think we need much explanation. True, false. Not only integer variables, like you can take any variables and you can do the comparison, right? So this double equal to will do the actual comparison. Right? Double equal to will do the actual comparison. If it is true, it will return true. Okay, let me take different values here. If I take 10, 20 here, right? So the values are the actual true false will be replaced with false true. False true. Right? Hey Java, can you check a equal to a double equal to b, 10 double equal to 20, right? It will say false, right? Can you check 10 is not equal to 20? Yes, it is not equal to 20. It is going to display the output as true. Do you think, do you need any other explanation for this? Basic max, false true, right? Very simple to understand. Right? So these topics will be helpful for us in dealing with if blocks and else blocks. Over there, right? This, especially this equality operator has a lot of significance. Without this, you cannot run if for else for. Now it may look simple, but there are many complicated problems that will work on these equality operators. For the time being, so this explanation is okay. I guess. Don't think we don't need any explanation, right? So the next operator is logical operators. Right? And under the logical operators, there are only two operators: logical and which is like this, logical or, and which can also be represented like not this. Any doubts on this, bro? Any doubts on this, guys? Equality operator. Need any more explanation on this equality operator? Yeah. I'm keeping it very simple because these things are very easy to understand. That's what. Okay. So logical and so before understanding logical and, right, let us say that if I am, we are human beings, right? So if we are asked to give an information, right, whether it is true or false, right? For example, if we are asked to answer a question either by true or false, the question can be like, the closed-ended question, not a open question, the closed-ended questions. Let us say that I am saying red is a color, or another example, so rose is a color, right? If this question is asked to you, right, what usually we know the answer. Rose is a color. Yes, it is a color. True, right? So we know because we have seen the rose and we have seen the data, right? We have seen the rose, we have seen the data, right? Our brain has brain will interpret this question, right? By having said this, the brain is going to check the explore our conscious mind. It knows that because we have already studied this in our educational system, in our school educations. We have seen this, right? So the answer is going to be what? True. We are going to say true. Right? And again, the question is like this: rose is a flower, right? And this is also going to be true. Yes or no? Both are true. Both are going to be true, right? If I had to give a question like rose is a color, rose is a flower, right? You will use and operator between this because both are true. When both are true, obviously the final answer can be true itself. Yes or no? Right? The and truth table says, so let us take the truth table of and, right? So we understand things like this, but the computer understand things, same concept or same analogy. If you give instructions to the computer and if you ask computer to answer these questions, right, you use what? You use and operator. We humans, we can understand these things, guys, because we have been we have got this data and we have studied this data, we have seen these things, we have observed these things, right? Our brain is going to interpret our observation and it is going to return true unless until we are not truthful, right? So for computer, these instructions can be evaluated with the AND operator, right? So there is a truth table. So the table itself says truth table. The AND truth table says, right? For example, if both I have A and I have B, and I am saying A and B, right? If both are true, return true. If at least one query or one question or one value is false, the output is going to be false itself. Making sense? So this is a typical example. Rose is a color. Yes, of course it is a color. True. Rose is a flower. Of course it is a flower. It is a true. Both condition needs to be satisfied too. If at least one condition fails, right, the output is going to be false itself. So both condition needs to be satisfied for the untruth table, right? And we have also odd truth table, but this odd truth table is going to behave little bit weird, right? For this we will understand with a typical analogy. So let me take A comma B, A or B, right? So the example that I can take is, okay, check whether the person is a vegan or non-vegan. Check whether the person is what? Whether the person is a vegan or non-vegan, right? If the person consumes non-veg, right? At the same time, if the person is also consuming veg, non-veg and veg, right? At least if one, if one of the consumption is non-veg, obviously, even though if it is consuming veg, the output is going to be non-veg itself, right? So let us say that if I am consuming non-veg plus I am consuming veg, also veg, I cannot identify myself as a vegan because one information is non-veg, obviously output is going to be non-veg itself, right? Like this, if I am saying right now both are non-veg itself. So in the morning I'm having non-veg, in the evening I'm having veg, right? Non-veg. At least if you add non-veg, you are non-veg itself. Morning I'm having veg, evening non-veg, right? If both are not, if both are veg, veg itself. Right? This is a kind of analogy. You do not have to remember this kind of like just for your understanding. I am saying in the real time examples, this is how we evaluate this or logical. We are going to use the or logical operator. Right. So let us understand this from the problematic perspective. For this, I am using Boolean operator. Boolean A equal to true. Boolean B equal to false. So first I am saying A and B true. So it is like true and true. So we are just trying to produce the truth table directly by using probe. True is true itself. Right? Let me copy this. Let me paste it. First value I am taking true. Second value I am taking false. First value I am taking false. Second value I am taking true. Last two values I am going to take false. False. Right? If I do this, true is true. If at least one is false, the output is false itself. Same case, false. False, false is also false. Let us check if you are getting this answer. True, false, false, false. We are getting a lot of errors. Why? Okay. So I have used the same variable names here. That's why. Yeah. G H A B C D. So this compiler is very clever, guys. We cannot cheat compiler. True, false, false. So our this is how the truth table can be found by using this program for the AND operator. Right? So typical example for the AND operator. I don't think you need much explanation on this, but it's my duty to produce the output. Right? When you talk about truth table, A, B, A and B, 3, 2, 2, true, true, false, false itself, false, true, false itself, false itself, false, false, false. So table is for logical and let us do this for our operator. I'm just replacing the symbol. I'm just replacing the operator. I'm going to use the same program. Just operator is being replaced. As simple as that. Right? Can you tell me the output? What logical OR operator says? What logical OR operator says? If at least one component or if at least one value is true, true. So this is true. This is true. Right? So true, true. At least one value is true. The output is true itself. One value is true. So the output is true. Both values are false. Output is false. We should get true, 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 false. Right? Let me say true, 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 false. So this is the typical example to to generate the truth table as an output for the OR operator. Right? Truth table for OR operator. True, 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 false. Let me change the symbol here. So this is all about logical AND operator and logical OR operator. Right? So let us put all this in one program. So let me see if you are able to trace the output. Okay. Now answer to me carefully. Integer a equal to 10. A plus plus a minus minus a equal to a plus equal to 10 System dot out dot println a. First you answer me. So let us check where we are standing so far. Try to answer this, take some time. Right, I just want to ensure if you people are able to follow my concept, that's why. And please try to understand that only one value will be displayed in the console, but inside the memory there will be 4 manipulations. Just try to produce the answer. You got my question? Think and answer me. Who are answering it correct, they will be getting a chocolate. I will send the chocolate to your house. Samyukta says 20. Jyoti, you can also answer. There are two Jyotis answer. And Lakshmi is also there, she can also answer. But Lakshmi is new to the class. Jyoti says 19. Darshini, Ganesh, Darshini says 20. So we are going to get chocolates. Ganesh, Shashwant, Chaitanya, Ganesh 20. Okay. Even I don't know the answer, so we need to do the tracing. Okay. Compilation is successful. Sorry, I did not save the program. Suspense, lot of suspense. 20 is correct. How many of them are having the correct answers? Darshini, Ganesh. So 3 chocolates I need to dispatch. Jyoti is wrong. 19. No worries, Jyoti, you can try next time. Shall we do the trace? Okay. Okay. So JVM creates main thread. Whether you like it or not. So this is how. So we are not going to forget this. Every time we are going to use the main thread and we try to imagine or we try to do the outline like this every time. No matter how many programs we do, this is how we understand. So the first line is assignment, right? 10 value of 10 is getting assigned to what? So 10 is getting assigned to the variable A. Very simple, right? So let us move to the second line. A plus plus. If you understand one thing, right? So here there is no way for the value to get printed here. Okay? So here the printing concept won't apply, right? Only the increment. Right? If the same instruction is given in SOP statement or System.out.println statement, then the printing concept comes into picture. Right? So it will try to print, but it has no way to print the value because it has declared outside the System.out.println. So 10 will try to print, but there is no way to print. So the next thing is increment. So 11, increment it to 1. 11, right? The control will be transferred to the next line, right? A minus minus. So this 11 will not be printed. So decrement to 10, right? So let us control will be transferred to the next line, right? A equal to, A plus equal to 10, which can also be written as A equal to A plus 10, right? What is the value that is stored in the memory? 10, right? 10. And don't worry, don't think about the left hand side, think only about the right hand side. The evaluation part, think only about the evaluation part. A, when I say A, the value of recent value of A is 10, right? So can I replace this A with 10? So 10 plus 10 is going to give us what? 20. Right? This 20 needs to get replaced or get stored in the memory. 20, right? Now the last line, or the when the control is transferring to the last line, right? Last line is just accessing the value that is stored in the variable A, right? So what is the value that is stored in the variable A? 20. 20 will be displayed. 20 will be printed, right? Making sense, Jyoti? Everyone, are we good to go? Yesterday, yeah, good. Now int b equal to 20, system.out.println. Hey system, can you check the value of a equal to b? Yes, the answer. I'm just shuffling up all the operators, right, so that we can go to the ternary operators. So true, of course true, but the correct answer is 20, true. Yeah, Samyukta, you're right. Good, good, good. Okay. And what are the operators that are pending to be discussed? So if you are answering this, then it means you are very expert actually. You have a good grasping power, I can say. Right? Think and answer me. Answer to which we can wind up for the day. We'll do the tracing. Okay, okay. One takeaway. Just try to understand one thing. If I have three println statements, it means three values should get displayed in the console. Right? Okay. Now tell me once again. 20 false, false. Okay. Let us compile and check the output, because even I am not sure. False to Chaitanya says. Chaitanya, there should be three values in the console. Because three system.out.println mistake. Shashwant is typing something. Let us wait for Shashwant's answer. Destiny, are into typing? I'm expecting answer from you as well. Ganesh. Jyoti, you can try. Ganesh says 20 false true. Okay. 20. Okay. Chaitanya. Waiting for Darshini's answer. Jyoti, you can give it a try. False, false. 20 false, false. Okay, let us see, guys. Let us see who is correct, who is wrong. Check if it is even getting compiled or not. Compilation is successful. No issues with the compilation. Who said 20 false, false? 20 false, false. Raji, 20 false, false. Let us give Raji a big round of applause.